check, 1, 2, 1, 2. A microphone check, 1, 2, what to do? A little more
press
volume,
record.
please, in the house to be. I need some signals, my name is Big Free. Give me more sound, make it go around. Now I'm about to get the music lab going down. What's going on, everybody? All right. Yes, we only a little bit more than that. Okay, let's try this one more time. What's going on, everybody? There we go. I like the way that sounds. Welcome to the very first session of season 9 for Grace Weber's Music Lab. Make some noise. We are getting into it. Yeah, my name is B Free. I am the musical Swiss Army knife, but I'm also the proud program director of this wonderful thing we have going on here, which happens once a month throughout the school year, specifically geared towards teens to teach them about the music industry. We have folks come in who work as artists, as producers, musicians, anything you can think of to talk about what they do, give you guys insight on their lives and careers, and also we have a segment where you guys can perform as well. So today is going to be the very first one of our 9th year operation. First question, does anybody know who Grace Weber is? Anybody ever heard of Grace Weber before? Yeah! Okay. A few of you been here before. So if you don't know, Grace Weber is a Grammy Award-winning musician, singer, originally from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, who started this program back in 2017. She came to Radio Milwaukee with an idea to create this bridge of a program to have people that she's been meeting coming across in her career to come here and teach the same youth that she got the opportunities to do, because we all had wonderful things that we did in high school and we kind of figure out what we want to do with the next part of our lives. So just trying to give some dreams and kind of inspire some hope in what you guys might want to do with your creativity. So that's what it's all about here, and we're so happy to be here. So as we are getting ready to get started, I of course want to give you guys a few insights on stuff that's going on. First of all, what's my name again? I'm the program director, but this year I'm going to be having somebody also come up here and help me get into it. Yeah, and I want to introduce you guys to my wonderful sister and the Music Lab program assistant, Miss Brittany Cole. Give it up one time. How you doing, sister?
Great.
Now, funny thing, what's your name?
Brittany Cole.
And what's my name?
Be Free.
Right, but my B stands for Brittany. So we are both named Brittany. Are you looking at the same person twice? Sometimes. Okay? If you don't see me, you're going to see B. And if you don't see this B, you're going to see Free. Okay? But we are one and the same, so if you're ever...
Yes, and together we are
B squared. Get into it, yeah. Okay? So if you're around here and you need some help or insight about what's going on, especially as you're checking in and coming through, if you see Brittany Cole, this is the person that you should be able to get your questions answered from if you don't see me walking around, okay? So happy to have you here. We just said give it a real on time. Brittany Cole is no stranger to the Music Lab stage because she was also our wonderful guest in April of 23 for our special feature on poetry, and she also currently runs Lyrical Sanctuary at GWML, okay? So we are all in the mix. I love it. Speaking of getting to the mix, I want to thank all of our supporters for allowing us to put this on, which includes the wonderful folks of... Gotta get the names all right. Music Lab is presented by Hyphen, a Radio Milwaukee station, and we are also supported in part by American Family Insurance, Daniel M. Sorf Charitable Trust, Marcus Corporation Foundation, Ralph Evanwood Foundation, We Energies Corporation, NPS Partnership for the Arts and Humanities, and of course our community partners such as Ronald Reagan High School, Peak Initiative, Milwaukee High School of the Arts, and Running Rebels Community Organization, and Girls Rock MKE. Foods, yeah, give it up for that one time. Food support for this month's edition of Grace Weber Music Lab comes from Milwaukee's own Ian's Pizza, providing a variety of classic, vegan, and specialty slices at any one of their 3 Milwaukee locations, Eastside, Downtown, and Story Hill. More information at ianspizza.com. Now, yes, everybody that came inside, hopefully I know it's a lot going on, but you should have 2 things. One, you should have been given a raffle ticket, right? If you did not get one, go fill it out at the door. You want to put your name on it because we have special Music Lab merch gear. Get into it for the one time that we're going to be raffling off at the end of the program. So you have to be present as you pull your name to see who we're going to be walking around with our next t-shirt or hoodie. And also, everybody was given a survey and a pen. Throughout the session, you're going to be hearing a lot of information from our guests. You're going to be hearing things or seeing things you may not have known about before. We want your feedback so we can know what's going well, what should we keep the same, What should we change? What did you enjoy? What do you want to see next? All that's important for us, but more importantly, is for our sponsors. You know we're doing everything right. So please make sure you fill it out before you go. Okay, you guys ready to get started? Yeah. All right. I'm going to need a little more into the neck, but it's okay. I like people to get into it, yes. I dig it. I want to take a moment to intro and prep the stage for our special guest today, who is proof that Milwaukee's talent can reach the biggest stages in the world. He started out as a recording artist right here in the city, releasing 8 albums of his own, and even landing his project Late to the Party on the top of the iTunes R&B charts. Over the years, he found his calling behind the pen, becoming a Grammy-Nominated songwriter and producer. His writing credits includes hits for artists such as Trevor Jackson, Kehlani, Ty Dolla $ign, Bryson Tiller, Party Next Door, Eric Bellinger, Friday, Flo J, and Milwaukee's own Jacob Lattimore. You guys, please get your rounds together and make some noise for Milwaukee's own MNTRY. Come on down.
How y'all doing? I'm MNTRY, here to share with you guys. We're gonna start out with a song, all right? Yeah. This song is produced by Business Boy, also from Milwaukee, Grammy Award winner. Tell me what's the mood? I don't mind, yeah, your friends can come too, yeah. Got my peoples outside, we can go, yeah. 5 minutes later and I'm feeling woozy. I'm coolin', I've been drinking lately, before I even got here, baby. So now that I can hear your name, so now that I can see your face, babe. When the lights come, I hope you still. Hey, when this drink wears on, I hope I'm still. Hey, Handy in my system, you all in my vision. Yeah, I hope you still look good. Yeah. She showed me IG pictures. I'm trying to see you in no filter. Yeah, like how you look in the morning when you wake up. How you look in the morning with no, yeah. Right now, you're looking like a supermodel. Right now, I'm about to buy another bottle. Right now, the DJ saying let's go. Right now, I'm really about to risk it all, cause I've been drinking before I even got here. So loud that I can hear your name. So loud that I can said I hope you still look the same, Hey, my system, you all in my vision, yeah. I hope you, yeah. That's Lights Come On, produced by Business Boy.
Let's go. It is so hard filming content and you're like, oh my God, I'm gonna sing. So y'all put it on top of my tray. I love it. So this next portion of Lab is where we get to sit down with our guests and ask them questions about their career, how they got to the point where they are now. And I also want to preface this by saying, even though I have my own set of questions, it is a completely open format. So if anybody in the audience has something specifically they want to ask our friend here, all you gotta do is shoot your little hand up, and I will see it, and we will make sure we get into it, yeah, okay? So all fair is in love and music. Hi. You've been here from the beginning, so you know how much of a crazy time it's been getting this stuff. So thank you so much for your patience with everything. So I always set the stage for our interviews with this first question, because everybody that's here, as far as students are concerned, are all around the same age range of 13 to 18. So for you, when you were in that age, when you were in that space, can you tell us a little bit about what you were doing at that time? What was teenage MNTRY up to? Or were there any specific instruments you played or key experiences or influences that made you want to pursue music in a professional capacity?
I was not singing.
Really?
I was actually very shy. Like I wouldn't sing in front of people for a very long time. But my family sings a lot, so they knew I could sing because I used to sing when I was little. You know, when you're innocent, you just singing and doing stuff. But I didn't really start singing in front of people till maybe like 16.
Wow.
Yeah.
You were a late bloomer.
Yeah.
But I like that because we also have a lot of students who sometimes they don't have a lot of early experience of doing. They know they have a talent, they know they have a desire to do something, but sometimes them coming here is their first time getting to perform in front of people. So the fact that you were able to accomplish all that, not having done anything in front of people formally until 16 is really cool. So when you started singing around that age, what kind of experiences, or were there any people or artists or things you were like, I think this is what I would like to pursue for myself as well?
I was raised in church, so yeah. My inspiration was really at church, and that's really what made me go out in front of singing in front of everybody. My director was like, "You finna sing today." So without that experience with being in church, you technically learning music theory in church at the same time without even knowing. So just being that experience alone is what pushed me to want to become a singer.
Okay. Now, funny enough, when people start off in church, obviously we have very specific like gospel influences or things, but what kind of musicians or singers did you maybe identify with and you were like, I think that I might want to make that kind of music? Because you clearly would say you identify with as an R&B artist, right? Were there any artists or folks that you really looked up to coming up that you felt influenced your sound?
Well, my parents, my mom, she used to listen to a lot of Prince.
Oh,
Prince and Anita Baker, like that was the two. But as far as gospel, definitely like Commission, Fred Hammond, and listened to a whole lot of Kirk Franklin. He couldn't sing, but it was very inspirational. Also, Sister Act 2, that was like my go-to movie. Lauryn Hill, without that movie, I probably would have never sung at all.
I love it.
And I named my daughter after Lauryn Hill. So,
Yes, so I heard. Shout out.
She's here around here.
Hey, Lauren. Yes, I love it. You know what's funny? I feel like a lot of artists will always be able to pinpoint that particular movie as being a huge. I think it came out when we were like in elementary school, like kindergarten, like to element. I was like, that was one of my earliest points as well. I was like seeing her sing Joyful, Joyful. I was like, I don't know what's happening, but I want to get into it yet. So I think that's super dope. So you knew at 16 from getting in. What was your first experience like? What was your first experience besides church? What was your first, I would say, secular, if you will, like regular kind of like modes that were like, okay.
I was singing background for a young lady named Tazza D. She's not here anymore, but I was singing background for her. She was the first person to put me in the studio to make a song. And that experience was like, oh, I can do this for real. Like that was like around 18.
Yeah.
Singing in bars and stuff. I couldn't even do anything at that time.
Yeah, listen. Hired help is hired help.
I had to sing and leave. Like I had to sing and leave. So she got me in the studio for the first time, and just hearing like yourself in that moment, I was like, oh, I can really do this.
I love it. Yeah, it's always funny because for those of you who are young, yes, like back in the day, I would say like early 2000s, like we used to go and sing anywhere we could get in. And were we always legally allowed to be in there? Because no. Did anybody ask questions? No, but you sang good. So it's a lot more strategic now, but I like the fact that somebody here who was already a functioning artist was able to get you that experience and allow you to see yourself and being able to do that, which is also the same kind of vibe that we create with the lab as well. So I think it's very connected. So from that time to now, you independently released 8 studio albums. That is a lot, my boy. Okay, for anybody, let alone an independent artist. How did those early years of creating and performing and putting those projects out shape you into the songwriter that you are today?
In the beginning, that sounds like reading the Bible. But in the beginning, I was recording at the band center, which was probably everybody's go-to place at the time. And really learning on the fly, because I never had someone to like tell me like this is what you do. So those first few projects, I was really on my own.
Okay.
Then I met a guy named Trax Sanders.
Charles, yes.
Who like really shaped me as an artist now. Like he taught me vocal placement, vocal production, all that stuff. And one day he stopped recording me and he was like, "You need to get your own stuff." Like, he would not record me at all. So that when I got my own recording equipment, that's when I really like honed in and learned about myself, and learned vocal production and stuff like that. So without that situation where he was like, "Get your own stuff," then I probably would never have gotten into music the way I have now. Like I used to just make a song every day.
Yeah.
I used to be in the studio every single day, to my family's detriment. But yeah, every single day I had to write a song.
I love that. That's good practice. That's a good like discipline to have. Like this is what has to happen regardless of the space I'm in. And I think that probably you would assume that helped lend to the amount of like output, creative output that you're able to put together. I love that you mentioned that having your own creative recording equipment helped lend to this, because today's day and age, students have a lot more access. Even if you don't have a microphone, they have things like, what is it, BandLab, where you can record audio and like import beats and sing over the tracks. So you can layer harmonies. You pretty much can make your own scratch ideas just from having a phone for free, you know? So being able to utilize those sorts of things is an important tool as a young creative. So definitely want to continue planting that seed for sure. And if you didn't know what that was, now you know. So the album that we were speaking about that charted, which is congratulations again, by the way, that's amazing. It was Late to the Party. How did you feel about seeing that project chart on iTunes R&B? And how does that project differ in any ways from any of the other works in your solo catalog?
That project I really pushed direct to consumer.
And can you tell us, just for anybody who doesn't know what that phrase means?
Direct to consumer. So you basically cutting out the middleman with Apple Music and Spotify and stuff, and you telling people, "Hey, buy my art," because a stream is really not worth anything. And that's kind of a fight going on now in the music industry. But yeah, a stream is worth less than a penny. So when you can get, if you have a core fan base that can buy your product, you'll make way more money with that than putting your music on Apple Music and making it so accessible. So with that project, that's what I did. I really wanted people to pre-order. So like 2 weeks before the project dropped, I said, if you pre-order, you can get it now.
Okay.
I also did donations, so just pay me what you think it's worth, and then I give you the link. So with the pre-orders, I didn't know it was gonna do what it did, but yeah, it charted like top 30, I think.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it. Congratulations. Get up for that one time. So looks like we have a question coming through.
Just curious, so you did that pre-order, like you said, save the link through the Apple, but then you sent it to them right in that moment.
Yeah, so what I had.
It's not that you didn't put it up on a streaming platform.
That was gonna be my question next too.
So I did like when it released, like it did come out on DSPs, but I enforced buying it first.
That is so smart.
So to make them think that it wasn't gonna be on DSPs.
So they didn't know it was gonna be on iTunes?
No, because I said like I'm not putting it on Apple.
I like that. Reverse psychology.
So, that's what people ended up doing.
And for anybody who doesn't know, a DSP is a digital streaming platform. So that's anything that you listen to music through, be it Apple Music, Spotify, any of those customary things right now. So when you hear those acronyms, that's what they're referring to. But if you But it sounds like you didn't tell the audience that you did any of that and let them think that they were paying for this exclusive access, that they were able to get that now, but you secretly still submitted it anyway. I love that. Can you also just tell us a little bit more about this transition that you seem to have made? So, because while you have all these great successes as a solo artist, you also seem to have found a really particular groove with being able to create and write for other people in songwriting. So, at what point did you realize your passion was in writing for others, and or even more so than recording your own music, if that's the case?
I kind of knew, like when I first got my equipment, and the amount of songs I was doing, I kind of realized at that moment, like, I don't really need these songs. And just the output, I made a lot of music and put out a lot of music. And it wasn't really till that last project where it really did something for real.
Mm-hmm.
So, and being an artist can be exhausting. It's a lot of TikToking and dancing and a lot of content. Like you really have to post a lot of content to bust through the algorithm. And I'm not that type of person. I don't even like being seen.
Really?
I don't want to do this now.
Oh no.
No, but yeah. So I always wanted to be the guy in the back. So I don't really need the attention. So getting into songwriting was like a no-brainer.
I think that is also an emphasis that we put on with Lab as well, of being able to talk to folks who are all, it's not just about front people when we bring our guests here. Like you're not only gonna see somebody who's just like the primary artist or anything. We love bringing in between folks to let them see, here's the full spectrum of career options when it comes to the music industry. If you're in the same way, like, I like creating but may not necessarily want to be the focal point, then these are different options of routes that you can take as well. So I like the fact that you said that. Like having an interest in the music industry, but not having an interest in being in front does not necessarily mean that there can't be any level of connectivity there. So I think that's a really good point. You're doing a great job being in front, by the way, right now. So thank you for your time. Yeah. So we're gonna get into a little bit of some of these songs, these notable songs that you've had the opportunity to co-collaborate with for creating. But was there a specific experience or connection in your career that helped you carve your path from independent songwriting into mainstream music and some of the artists you've been able to write for?
It honestly kind of fell in my lap. Like I wasn't really, my friends have moved to Los Angeles, and he always said like, "Man, when I get home, you get home."
Mm-hmm.
I didn't believe him. He was dead serious. So a lot of times he just told me a lot of alley-oops when it comes to the industry and who he's working with. He just
Now, sorry to interrupt. Your friend, is he a songwriter, another songwriter?
He's a
or-
songwriter,
Okay.
singer, Daniel Church.
Okay.
Look him up, he's amazing. And he just got signed to Rock Nation,
Nice.
a publisher deal from his writing. So when he is overloaded with stuff, he kind of sends stuff my way.
Mm-hmm. So overload mean like he gets sent things to write for, and if he doesn't have the full bandwidth, then sometimes he'll bring you on to see if you want to write on some of these tracks as well. Okay, that's a great connection. Do some IG searching after this. I love it. So you obviously have experience for not only writing for yourself, but also for other people. What does MNTRY's songwriting process look like? Does it usually start with lyrics you build first, or the melody, or the vibe, especially for any other current or aspiring songwriters out here in the audience?
I always start with melody, and usually I go with the first melody in my mind.
Mm-hmm. And by melody, we mean like what the music for the vocal part is gonna sound like. Okay.
So it is a bunch of rambling at first,
Mm-hmm.
and then I just record the rambling.
Yeah.
And then I just move it down to mute it and try to record a whole another set of rambling and try to put words to it at that point. As far as as lyrics, I try to dig deeper for lyrics and not just be so surface level with the lyrics, because whatever you think you saying, somebody else probably already said it. So try to find a different way of saying it.
I dig it. I do sing America. I just released a project myself last week, and I also can understand the importance of mumblings. Okay, I'm gonna tell you the most important thing on my phone right now. It is called a voice memo.
Yeah.
All right. You know, how many songs started, and who knows what that's gonna be now? Nobody. But if I come back to it 6 months later and I have words for it, now they got us on singing. You know, like keep track of all of your ideas, because there is no such thing as a bad one. It can go from random mumblings to musical happenings on the iTunes charts. Okay.
And you never know when you're inspired.
Yes.
So keep that voice memo thing. I got thousands of melodies in my phone that I probably haven't even used. Just from being inspired in the moment. So
Yeah.
just do something real quick.
Yeah, and you also, since we have such an accessible digital age, like you don't need to have even finished ideas to
Right.
put up. I see so many TikToks that people like, here's a 30-second snippet of something I'm working on. They're just sharing where they are at the moment, and then people are like, oh yeah, this is dope, finish it, and that can even be inspiration for them to add something onto it. So there's definitely no such thing. Can you share a story, an interesting story about one of those collaborations?
Well, I just met Kaylani
Okay.
a few months ago. She's really nice.
She seems like
And to be able to tell her like how much I love her and her music, and especially the newest song, Folded, like what it's doing right now, just to be able to tell her that was amazing. Because sometimes as a songwriter, you'll never meet these people. Like never meet them. You'll never be in a room with them, and they still need a song. They probably don't even know who you are. But yeah, meeting her recently was pretty nice. I met Ty Dolla $ign and Party Next Door, and they're all just great people, like really cool.
I love the fact that you mentioned though, like writing for these people doesn't also mean necessarily that you're in the room with them.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because most of these artists have like their own writing camps, which is just like sessions where they have songwriters all come together and they are having music created for them. Or you'll have a situation when you have a Daniel Church, he'll send you a beat or add you onto it. So the fact that you're able to at least have some level of like connectivity with this is the artist who I wrote this song with, and at least have like a face to name kind of situation, I think is super, super dope. But also bear that in mind, like if you're getting into this yourself, that can also just be a route. Like I was on this track, I wrote for this person, and sometimes you don't even know if it's gonna make the album, right? Like you can make a ton of songs, and you just kind of playing a waiting game.
They'll record it and it don't make the album.
Right. So it's kind of a gamble sometimes, but just being willful to put yourself out there creatively and hope that you get the return on that. And the fact that you've been able to accomplish that in so many particular instances is really cool.
And also, it's not about them.
Yeah.
If you do get in a room with these people, the people around them is who I network with. The producers, the songwriters, the engineer. I don't necessarily I don't need a follow from Kaylani. Like if I'm in a room with Beyonce, Beyonce got her people already. I'm trying to focus on the people around her.
Yeah.
That's still doing amazing things.
Yeah.
So yeah, just network with people that's not the main focus, but the people around that's doing the same thing, but you know what I mean?
That's an important note too, because a lot of people assume, especially because I live in Los Angeles now, and there will be so many instances where people are like, oh, I'm in the room with, for example, I went to a jam and Eric Bellinger was there. How many folks were on his butt? You know what I'm saying? Is he gonna remember everybody he met that day? Probably not. But who should you be talking to? Who did Eric come with?
Exactly.
Who was his friend that came and went to the party? party.
Yeah.
If I get into a situation and Beyonce's in the room, am I gonna try to meet Beyonce? Might not get to her. Who can I get to? Probably Julius.
Yeah.
Who's Julius? Her bodyguard.
Yeah.
He goes everywhere she goes. I need to become friends with him. Maybe he'll get me to the door. You know what I'm saying? You gotta think outside the box. So I definitely dig it. Wanted to be able to share some of the excerpts of work that you've been able to co-write for some of these artists. So this next track, which is track 2, is a sample of a song that you got to co-write for Kaylani and yourself. So let's check that out.
Your love is so damn healing. Ooh, wish I could share it with the children to prove that when love is silent, put down your pride, the things you could do. You can't tell you wanna make love to all my fucking demons. You never wanna wake up, baby, just lie here and crash. Land your love on me. Oh, baby, crash. Like it's no gravity. Hate won't phase us. When the feeling is good, weight won't break.
Woo! Yes,
Man.
ma'am. So how did the idea for that particular song came about?
I cannot tell you. No.
As far as your portion.
What happened was my friend, he was in the session with her, and he didn't tell me he was in the session with her. I did hear that the beat a long time ago, but he didn't tell me he was in the session with her. He was like, "Hey, just send me some one-liners.
Mhm.
Like, send me a bunch of one-liners." I'm like, okay. Like, I already had like lyrics in my phone already, so I just sent him a bunch of one-liners, and he used some of them. So, and that's how I did it. So I was not in the room, but I was in the room.
I like it.
And yeah, that's how that worked out.
There's another layer of staying ready so you do not have to get ready.
And the fact that that was the title track for the album was pretty
Wow,
cool.
that is amazing.
Yeah.
Congratulations, I did it. Yeah, go ahead. Everything goes back. Never hold back the resist. Don't resist the urge to applaud. I love it. Please. We have another sample that we're gonna share. If you don't know who Trevor Jackson is, he played as Aaron on Grown Up. Was that Grownish?
Yeah.
Watch out, world, I'm grown now. Track 3, please.
God, it's all magic. How you post a pic with your body in the camera, like it's the greatest thing ever. And you can't help but let it show, baby. Now, baby, you know there ain't nothing better. And you know we won't forget it. You on the gram and see 11. Oh, how you make it so easy to love you, babe. Post a pic, try the world crazy. Got my timeline lit, girl, I'm going crazy. You make it so easy to love you, baby. When you find out you look so amazing, got the whole world going crazy, and we all just wanna ride the wave. Tell me how you feel, what you do to me, yeah. What's a fly boy gotta do? I say some shit to get to you. Tell me what I gotta do. 'Cause I know it ain't easy, but I know it's all.
First of all, give it to me. I love it. Trevor has always had an amazing voice. Like,
He was just on Breakfast Club this morning.
You really? What? Nice, cool. Fun fact, that thing I just mentioned about Eric Bellinger, he was there that night too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, everybody was giving it to him, yeah. So, these songs are just a handful of a few that you've had the opportunity to be a part of, but specifically in 2025, you had the honor of earning your very first Grammy nomination. Congratulations. Can you tell us about that moment and how did it feel for Milwaukee to be represented at that level with your work with that?
That was great.
Are you at liberty to say what song it was for? Shining, the one we just heard?
Yeah,
Nice.
the album was nominated.
Wonderful.
Yeah, but it was a great feeling. I knew when I seen like what was going on, I was like, wait, what? Like, what is going on? And the fact that it's like two guys from Milwaukee who worked on that.
Yeah.
And on top of that, it was other people from Milwaukee that was nominated at the same time for the Chris Brown album. So it was like it was just a great feeling to be from here and being able to be on that level of recognition.
Yeah, I gotta say, I saw how many Milwaukee people were nominated at this past Grammy set, and that was very, very inspiring. Not just as a musician myself, but as a Milwaukeean. Like, it is so cool because we are not necessarily given permission all the time to aspire towards these things because of where we're geographically located. So I love stuff like this. And I also love moments like that to remind folks that like art is art, you know, as long as you have the connectivity and the reach, like you can do these things, even while being based in the city. So definitely this is a really great inspirational point. Thank you. I'm looking forward to the next one.
Yeah.
We're speaking it into existence.
We're gonna win the next one.
Okay, I love it. So, are there any other particular questions that any audience members might have for our friend before I get ready to transition? Yes.
Is there a preferable style of music like that slower tempo? Or like the middle, high?
Preferable style of music?
Definitely mid tempo. But I'm kind of more into. I'm trying to get my pop bag right now. K-pop is a big thing right now, so I want to get into that bag. But definitely mid tempo songs is like that's where I stay at most of the time.
TJ.
What label are you signed to and what's your
I'm not signed to a label.
Oh, you're not? You
Oh.
did it?
No, it's just me.
Top 3 recommended, like, for artists that want to be signed to a label.
That I would want to sign to?
Like, any artist, or if you pay it for that to get.
That's a tough question. Cause I don't really care to be signed, because a lot of artists are terrible executives. Like you see it all the time, like with OVO and who else? Dreamville. It's not terrible, but
It's hard to do both.
yeah, it's hard to be attached to another artist. But if I were to want to sign, it would probably be like Rock Nation because they have a pretty good track record with everybody independently. So.
I know they have some specific ties or connectivity to JP as well.
Yeah,
Who's
JP.
another Milwaukee artist. If you guys have, he was also our guest last September for our season 8 kickoff. Also, I think it's dope that you're also emphasizing that you're doing all of these things without being formally signed.
Yeah.
So you don't necessarily need that. I mean, of course we want the money.
Yeah.
But it's like as far as it shouldn't stop your creativity or your build or your outreach, whether you have one or not. So I think the fact that you got the nomination and you're having this connectivity is a good inspirational point of showing folks what's achievable for themselves.
Yeah.
Cool. I am so grateful for you taking the time with us today. Of course, I know there might be more questions that are brewing, but our friends are still going to have access to you, one, because we're going to have our post-lab John out there, but also they can DM you or hit you up for any more questions that they might have, because I'm the kind of person, I'll sit and absorb something, but sometimes I might think about later on, oh, I wonder what you might have thought about this. So where is something that they can follow you at?
Instagram is official MNTRY. That's pretty much everywhere. Anywhere you can find me, official MNTRY.
And then if you have to give a quick summary, what is a good, strong piece of advice that you can give to any of our audience members out here who might wish to follow a similar path as yours?
One, get your own equipment. Get your parents to get your own.
Recording equipment?
Yes, your own recording equipment. You just need a mic, a laptop, and a interface. That's it. You can probably get that for like $300 off eBay. If your parents want to invest in your career, like if you want to be a songwriter.
I will also say we have a lot of great community partner organizations as well, such as Running Rebels, and also Your Move MKE, they have built-in studio equipment in their spaces for their students to be able to take advantage of. Is that free, CJ? Does Your Move offer that for free? Yeah, so definitely look into these orders as well if you want assistance with that. Go ahead.
Yeah. And I started out with beats on YouTube. Like just get beats off YouTube. Pay for it if you're gonna release it though. And also learning the industry as far as who's doing what. Your favorite song, if you are a songwriter, your favorite song, look at who wrote the song.
Yes.
Find that person on Instagram, follow them. See what they're doing. If you have questions, ask them. Like, it's really simple. I kind of, the Clubhouse era is where I was networking with everybody because all the celebrities was bored and on Clubhouse. But yeah, like, you'll be surprised how many people will respond to a DM, especially songwriters because they're in the background, so it's not like they have millions of followers. So that favorite song you like, look up who wrote it, who produced it, follow them. If you have questions, send them an inbox.
I love it. Thank you so much for your time. We're gonna transition. You guys get one more hand for LaTrey. Alright. So now, just put that back over here. Gonna invite our friend to come down to the front because it is time for our teen open mic. Give it up, y'all. So as I mentioned in the beginning, not only is Lab a place where you can talk to artists, but it's also a time where you can be an artist, okay? We welcome all students onto the stage to showcase their art and their creativity, no matter what format it's in. Am I ever looking for somebody to be polished and perfect? No. Sometimes we have kids up here, this is their first time performing ever, right? And that is amazing. We want you to be free, pun intended, okay? I only have one rule, and what is that rule? Everybody is a star. Everybody on the stage that comes up here is a star, which means you are going to treat them as such. You're going to respect them as such, the way you wish to be treated upon to yourself, and make sure you absolutely support them with them showcasing, because there's a lot of nerve to get up here. These lights are bright, okay? Look at these faces. It's a lot to be up here in this space, but being able to open yourself to other people and receive that is a wonderful experience. We want to make sure it's positive, okay? And coming down to the stage for the first time to Music Lab, if I'm not mistaken, is a junior from Hamilton High School who's going to be showcasing their art. You guys, please give it up for Manny Cordero. Come on down. Come on down. Now, what speech you bringing to the stage? You going to be using that?
Huh?
You going to be using that?
Oh, sure.
Yeah. You didn't put that in your sign though. Oh, okay. Is it a prop? Oh, okay. Hi. All right, let's get you a microphone. Get you situated here. Oh, you fooled me. You can, absolutely, yeah. So welcome. Let you get comfortable. And you can move it to the side and do whatever you wish to with it. So why don't you tell our friends a little bit more about yourself, your name, age, all that stuff, well, your musical background if you wish, and what you're going to be doing for us today.
Okay, so my name is Manny. I go to Hamilton High School. I'm 16, and my musical background is none, really. I've always just liked playing music when I was, I guess there is background.
Yeah.
So I've always liked playing music when I was younger. I would always sing when I was younger. I would always annoy my parents when I was younger.
That's the best thing to do.
And I've progressively annoyed them more. Well, I didn't actually annoy them, but like I've gotten louder, I've gotten more stuff done, and it's fun. I like music a lot.
Love it.
I don't know what to say. I just really like music.
I dig it. No, that's all. That's only prerequisite we love coming down here. And what are you going to be doing for us today?
So there's this little niche type of music that not a lot of people really know about. It's called beatboxing, and it's most people think it's pretty cool, and I think it's pretty cool, to be honest. I've been doing it for maybe 3 years now.
Nice. So you are like not a novice. You're not new to this guy. Yeah, 3 years is a long time to be working on something.
But like this beatboxing's hard. It's
Yeah.
so hard.
You about to get into it, yeah.
I gotta
can
take my
tell.
glasses off for that.
You better be prepared, okay? I love it. And you have excited to hear this too. You probably give it up for Manny.
Oh, quick question. Is it okay if it's 3 minutes and 40 seconds long?
You can do, yes, that's fine.
That's fine.
Yes, that's fine.
Alright, well I don't want to waste time, so I'm just gonna like get right into it. Swimming like a toad, keep it low like your poison. Again, getting low and keep it like you know. You don't know. Oh yeah. Long nose serpent spitting fire. Hey yeah. Haze closes in, temperature gets higher. Hey yeah. What we do without the freedom to sing. Hey yeah. Riding forwards on us. Yeah. Your crescent blade rossing cleans. Yeah. So I hope that the cherished tone rings. Yeah. Cuts the tongue off the red long-nosed serpent. You can't. It brings a rough rhythm to the springs. A place where line is rare. As you stumble on by, keep it low. Nature's little helpers bend inside. Your eyes rude, they spine all kinds of things. A person carries on as protruding back, a rainbow with wings. A pillar of tremendous worry that you'll never bring. The pouch your neighbor gifted you contains many things. Yeah. Legs rolling, molding, it's time to break through the rough cursive tither. Yeah. But the children need truth. Yeah. Hit it too, you folk to find the tune at the bottom of this eerie bar to crew and carry your past the ring rainbow and through to the moon. Swimming like a toad. Keep it low like your poison.
Wow. Oh my goodness. That was amazing. Goodness. Okay, so I also want to just mention, so what we do with the open mic, if it's your first time here, we also allow our guests to give feedback to our students who come up here and just let them know how they thought of everything. Wow. MNTRY, please, talk to Manny.
Wow, man.
Right?
You're so small, but your voice was like
Exactly.
crazy.
It's unsuspecting.
Yeah, that was dope, man. That was really dope. Yeah. What made you get into that?
It sounded cool. Like, I don't know, it just sounded really cool, and I was like, I looked at this one artist, and I was like, you know what, I want to try that, and I started doing it, and I was like, oh, I can do that, and I just started doing it.
Okay, cool. That's
Yeah. Are there any,
I do have to say, for him to think we don't know what beatboxing is crazy. Like,
Yeah. I mean, hey, some people.
you know who Timbaland is?
Timberland.
No? Oh, man. He be doing that on songs. Like,
yeah,
he's
very,
one of the-
very notable
one of the greatest.
classic music producers. One of the GOATs, I would say. Yeah. Definitely look him up.
I was gonna say I gotta look him up.
If you ever listen, like you were saying, he's known for putting those sorts of things into his music production in the part of the track. Like, that's his big thing. You know, I think you might like it.
I probably will, yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say, first of all, the fact that you have that much flexibility and diversity with your sound is insane.
That's just
That is really cool. One note I would say though, especially if you're gonna continue doing these in performances like this, totally fine. I want you to be able to express yourself, but if you're trying to think of ways to maybe like keep it engaging for the audience, because I think they're so blown away just by like maybe never hearing something like that before. Maybe think about bringing the parts back, like because you had that stuff, and obviously they're listening, but then like shortening that a little bit so they can bring the beat back around so the audience can have something to nod along to. Maybe get them to clap. You know, anything you can do just to kind of make sure they're understanding the pacing of the back and forth between each section so they can stay with you. I think that's would be even cooler. But please come back. Please continue sharing this. I'm like, this is definitely, you listen to like a lot of EDM beatboxers, right? I can tell, like, cause that stuff, I can't even do it, bro. It's really hard.
I was debating on which song I should do, and I picked that song
Yeah.
30 seconds
What
before
was
I came
the name
up
of
on
that
stage.
song?
Swimming Like a Toad.
Okay, by who?
Codfish.
Codfish. Okay, yeah, you teaching all of us some people to listen to as well. So no, that was amazing. If folks want to follow you to keep up with what you're going to be doing, do you have any socials you want to share?
Not for strictly beatbox. I do not actually.
Okay.
I've been trying to make my original track. That was my goal for the end of this year,
That's okay.
and I haven't gotten around to it.
Or if you have any socials you want folks to stick around for the end of the lab. Also, I encourage you guys to talk to these people, okay? You hear them, connect with them while you're in person because you never know, you might have somebody that can throw some lyrics over the thing you beatbox. Am I planting a seed? Of course I am. So make sure that you guys connect with Manny afterwards as well, okay? Give it up one more time, you guys. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Goodness gracious. You know what would be dope if we can find out when the next hip hop week of Milwaukee is. You know what I'm saying? It's like, hey, we got this dope beatboxer, you know, let's let him get into it, yeah. Coming down next to the stage is not a stranger to the Music Lab family. I think this is only their second time performing with us though, so I'm very excited to hear them today. You guys, please welcome Vera Roll. That's the price is right.
They like, what is that?
We need some transitional music. I think I'm gonna have to have Anthony start playing stuff in between just to make sure we have something to go. Hey Vera, come on over. Let me get you your stool back. Get your position back, sir, like that. Awesome. And adjust this how you see fit. Feet up real quick. So, as we were getting situated, I just want to say, not the stranger to the stage because the Roll family has been in just about all of our labs throughout all season 8. Had a really wonderful acting role. So anytime we have them here, whether they're in the audience or the stage, I love to see it. So thank you to all of our regulars, all of our return folks. And if you are here today for the first time, please don't make it the last. And as you were also watching, you guys have now seen a great deal of information in this last hour. You've seen MNTRY, you've heard interview questions, you've seen a little bit of talent. You have surveys in your hands, okay? You are given surveys. Please fill them out. Make sure you grab your pens that also gave to you. Fill out the questions. Tell us what you like, what you're seeing, what you want to see more of. And then before you head out, make sure that you place those forms out there so we can get into it, yeah. But don't leave before lab is over because we have no giveaway, okay? Hey, how's it going? Good. So I know a little bit more about you than others, but for anybody who's here for the first time, why don't you tell them your name, your grade, A little bit of musical background if you wish, and what you're going to be doing for us today.
My name is Vera. I'm in 8th grade. I'll be playing Anything by Adrian Linker.
Anything by Adrian Linker. Okay, I heard a little bit of the soundtrack, and it was very, very nice. You guys are about to be blown away. Please give it up for Vera Ball.
Staring down the barrel of the hot sun, shining through the sheen of a shotgun. Terrorizing you if you need some. Noah has arrived if we want to come. Hanging your jeans with the clothes fit. Skin still wet still on my skin. Mingling around with you stripping. Shoulder of your shirt sleeve slipping. Christmas Eve with your mother and sis. Don't wanna fight, but your mother insists. Dogs like to slice right through my fist. Drive to the ER and they put me on risk. Grocery store list. Unchecked calls and messages. I don't wanna be the owner of your fantasy. I just wanna be a part of your family. And I don't wanna talk about anything. I don't wanna talk about anything. I wanna kiss your eyes again. Witness your eyes looking. And I don't wanna talk about anyone. I don't wanna talk about anyone. I wanna sleep in your car while you're driving. Lay in your lap when I'm crying. Circle of pine and red oak. Circle of moss and fire smoke. Fan on the ceiling like a wheel spoke. Push the clutch and I pull the choke. Wanna listen to the sound of you blinking. Wanna listen to your hands soothe. Listen to your heart beating. Listen to the way you move. And I don't wanna talk about anything. I don't wanna talk about anything. I wanna kiss your eyes again. Witness your eyes looking. And I don't wanna talk about anyone. I don't wanna talk about anyone. I wanna sleep in your car while you're driving. Lay in your lap when I'm crying. Weren't we the stars in heaven? Weren't we the salt in the sea? Dragging in the newborn mountain. Didn't you believe in me? Yeah, you held me the whole way through, but I couldn't say the words like you. I was scared to go, but I wanted to. I was scared to go, but I wanted to. And I don't wanna talk about anything. I don't wanna talk about anything. I wanna look your eyes again. Witness your eyes looking. And I don't wanna talk about anyone. I don't wanna talk about anyone. I wanna sleep in your car while you're driving. Lay in your lap when I'm crying.
Absolutely gorgeous. I don't want to talk about how good that was. Yes, I do. I do. In fact, I'm going to give it up to my Judy to talk about it right now.
Yeah, I want us to start harmonizing. It was really good.
Yeah, right?
Really beautiful. Super good. You're in 8th grade? That's crazy.
Oh, no.
Definitely keep going, as you're just gonna get better, like better. Keep going. I would say, I think there was times where the tempo got away from you a little bit, so I would probably like maybe tap your foot to keep it going, to keep you consistent with the tempo, because I think it was more of the time when you weren't singing the lyrics where it kind of like sped up a little bit, so kind of keep your foot tapping or something like that to keep it in your head. But yeah, that was phenomenal.
Absolutely.
That was really great.
Yes. Speaking of timing, I would say something that's a good practice note, especially as a singer slash musician, practicing with a metronome. And that doesn't even have to be the physical device. They have like free metronome. You can really Google free metronome and it comes up. Just to kind of get yourself used to having an internal pulse. So as he's speaking about having that, I think that might also help that process along even better. But speaking of growth, your first time joining us on stage ever was in May. So I think that I've already seen a great amount of just comfort that you've developed from that time to now. I already can tell that you have a good sense of dynamic control with your voicing, especially depending on what part of the verse you're in. So I can definitely see a lot of comfort really growing within what you're doing already. And it sounded amazing. Yeah, of course. The song you just shared with us, is that your, like, would you say that's your favorite singer or any other artist that you enjoy singing songs by?
Well, my favorites are Big Thief, and Coincidence.
Nice. I love it. And I'm just loving hearing the sense of development you're hearing, and I want to hear more of these songs as well from these folks. I don't think you have any socials, correct? It's not a requirement, don't worry. I just like, in case people do have them, want to give them time to get the shine on, okay? But also, Vera will be here afterwards as well, so if you like what they did, please make sure you tell them and connect, and maybe there might be some more collaborations with our lab people in the future. Okay, you guys give it up one more time for Vera Me gusta a lot. I love it. There's so much talent here. Listen, get this resituated here. I gotta take back on this microphone. Gotta get ready so we can go. Moving on to the next one here. Who's the next on the list, my dear? Come to the stage. Is also no stranger to our space. Performed quite a number of times on a number of instruments, might I add, and I love the versatility. And they're going to be showcasing some more of that for us today. Please give it up for our lab fan, Mr. Raul Aguiano. Come down. Come on down. Come on down. Come on down. Hello.
Hello.
Welcome back.
It's good to be back.
It is, of course. I already know who you are, obviously. But for any friends out there who are here for the first time or watching at home, tell them a little bit about yourself, your musical background, you know, what you're going to be doing for us today.
Today, I'm gonna, I had to build up the courage to, put one of my own songs that I wrote on there.
Ooh, I love it.
I'm gonna sing one of the songs that I wrote.
Okay.
It's because I made it for my girlfriend when we first started dating.
Aww.
So, yeah. But as you guys already heard, my name is Raul. I'm a junior and I go to Milwaukee High School of the Arts.
Woo! I'm sorry, I'm also a alma mater. Forgive me. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah, well, I'm excited to hear this as well. I've heard an array of abilities that you showcase for us, and this is going to be another one. You guys, please give it up for Raul.
I don't know if y'all can tell, but I'm gonna do this too.
All right.
And I just really wanna ask what's up, and I just wanna talk to you, but I'm just scared enough, and I'm just scared enough to ask a girl like you, because a guy like me just really ain't clean. I know that you're wet on my league, and I'm just broken. I'm broken hearted in the cold, like it's the middle of the night, and I'm just thinking about you while I just sit up in the corner, empty on my freaking blues, Well, I cry 'cause every moment I go by, just the thought of you, with your smile, the way that you shine, breaks my heart every time, the way I think about your eyes, the way this sparkle so bright, the way this sparkle so bright. I know that you're broken, I know you're broken, or you're scared because nobody ever been in your own head, and I'm here to give you all that, because I need you in my life, because I need you in my life, you're everything that I ask for, everything that I need, because you're my little baby, my little baby thing, and I'm just here to give you all that. Things thought you better not be. One day I'ma come up and you gon' sit right by my side, shawty. I just love the flesh, cause I never had nothing. If a me and him are gonna fart, sorry, that's the way I am. I was born to this shit. Zero when you rich, see me rocking on my girls, she wearing and I heard, shawty, I won't ever fall like this money that I flip. Your heart is like chemical, that's the way I'm like that. Guilty of a self-charge, shawty, I just want it all. I was born to freaking ball, I was born to break the law. It isn't really my fault, I am just scared to go fall. But if you rock it myself, I just see him rocking his. You know that I love you. If I ever do you wrong, I did it too. We be bumping it somewhere else, my fingers can do your curls. I'm gonna bite on the curls, we gon' take over the world.
Let's go. Hey. Is your girlfriend here today?
Huh?
Is your girlfriend here today?
No, I wish. She's on live though.
Well, luckily we're live streaming this courtesy of Visionary Studios, so you can go and show this little song you wrote for her.
She's watching right now.
Okay, yeah, hey girl. My track.
It's almost gonna be her 8 months anniversary.
Oh, congratulations! Yes. Listen, some of the most intense songs I've written were during high school. You know what? Get into it again. My turn.
Yeah, first of all, doing your own song is amazing. That is nerve-wracking to put your art out into the world, and you know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
that is awesome that you did that. I would say, have you recorded this song?
Yeah.
Okay, so when you record yourself or you go somewhere and record?
I record myself.
Okay, so when you bounce the song down, have a show version. So you're not saying every single word and entirely out yourself. So rappers do these things called
I do that.
You do?
I like rap out some sections and then I like mix it up and stuff in there.
Yeah, so yeah.
I was only doing that because there were some cuss words and you know I didn't want to curse.
Oh, okay. So you just basically need a clean show track at this point for this.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
But yeah, so yeah, that's my only So you're not overdoing it. But yeah.
I will say, kudos for you for running that marathon with yourself, because you definitely was doing it, keeping up with all the words. I was like, yeah. It's not easy. But because you already have the knowledge base of, like you said, of recording, this is a good just demonstration or practice of, like, okay, so if we're ever in a situation, like let's say for example, stuff happens, you've been in, like, people can send the wrong version of a song, or the engineer will, oh, I never got it, blah, 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 and then you might have to like pull something up that you have on hand.
Yeah.
So the fact that you're able to do that, but then use it as an opportunity to modify, like, am I gonna drop some lines out? What parts are the more, pungent parts of the song that can stay in order for me to just keep my pacing?
Yeah.
So for that being the case, still, good job. But yes, I think a good example, when you're performing, you want to have several versions of the same song. You want to have the full track, obviously. You want to have a clean, full version. You want to have a show track that has just the backing parts of like punching in and out of certain lines so you don't have to say every word. And it's like more than a few. You also want to have the instrumentals, which is just the music, and you want to have the acapellas. Okay, and that's just the vocal parts only. Having those like 5 pillars will make you ready and prepared for any situation, because you never know if you need to connect with a radio person and need to clean. Maybe they want just the music to put your music underneath the commercial or ad, or if somebody that you meet another producer like here or on TikTok and they want to take the words from your song and put it over their beats. You never know what you're going to come across. So having those several versions are good, but especially for performances, show tracks, that's just the instrumental or just a few lines. Don't put the whole song if you can help it, but having just a few punch-in things I think would be really dope.
Well, that was like the first song. That was like my literal first song that I recorded and posted on YouTube.
Really? Oh, congratulations, and thank you for sharing it with us today. I love it. So, Raul also plays guitar. Raul plays
I was gonna play the piano today, but you guys didn't have it here.
You didn't say you was playing it, so I didn't pull it out. That thing is heavy. No, but you're welcome to do it anytime. I know you're going to be back with us throughout this season, but if any folks want to follow you and keep up with some of the other stuff, where can they find you at?
Okay, I know y'all have told me this many, many times before, but all of my socials have different usernames.
Okay, well, where's the most primary one I would say that you use most often?
Instagram.
Okay, and where can they find you at?
RAUL2007 ANGUIANO.
Okay, and also again, like these folks are here in the flesh, so after lab and during the post social hour, connect with them and make sure you get information. Also, people's phone numbers are a thing. We text, we send voice memos, get to
I don't got a phone number.
Sometimes. Okay. You guys give it one more time for Raul. I genuinely appreciate when we have people that come back. This is not a one time deal, guys. If you come up here and you share, you're welcome forever. If you have a draft of something you're working on, you want to test it out on the audience, or you want to see how it's going, the music lab is your stage, okay? For the first time though, we're gonna be welcoming somebody who's gonna be singing and doing the guitar. You guys, please give it up for Storm Finley. Come on down. You know what I should have did? I should have just given the microphone to Manny. And he can just be our transitional music in between everything. Ooh, come on now. I love it. I always love the first timers. Yes, please give it up for the one time. Y'all have to do it. That is a spiffy guitar.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That was nice.
Wow, okay. I dig. No, it's stuck in my head. Oh,
Her name's Maria.
Maria?
Yeah.
Oh, prefer me to say Maria? I'm sorry.
No, her name's Maria.
Oh, I was like, did I get the wrong name? I'm sorry. You were nice to come down anyway. Like, yeah, you said store name is actually Julie. But it's fine.
It's fine.
Okay, so we're getting situated, and once we get comfortable, Stormfleet, feel free to share with our audience a little bit about yourself, your grade, your school, your musical background, and what you're gonna be doing for us today.
My name's Storm. I go to High School of the Arts. I'm a senior at High School of the Arts. I've been playing guitar since I was like 9. This was my first ever guitar actually. But I've been writing songs like in my head since I was a kid. It's always been like my favorite thing. And this is actually an original song that I wrote about my girlfriend, who's right there.
Yes, I love it! So I am interested to get into it yet. You guys, please give it up for Storm.
Drive till I see my favorite neon flashing sun. place, me and you in an apartment, 2 chairs on a balcony. I can exist here in the present without tearing off my skin, because you told me that it's soft so I can never win it. When am I meant to put my hand on your own? Warm lights on half of your face and late nights that stick in your head, resting your hand on the left side of my neck. I could never live my life locked in a cage. Baby, you're not afraid of me. I could never hold down all I wanna do. Baby, I'm not afraid of you. Every night since fall, I stay up late and make believe about coming home to you. Every sunset since May, I wish I had my driver's license. I'd get in the car and drive till I see my favorite neon flashing sign.
You know what's so interesting to me? Like when I was in high school, when did y'all get so poetic? Like,
For real.
like for real, the songs I was writing in high school, they were good. When it was like, what's it gonna be? Am I good enough for you? Do you think we got a chance? I thought I was gonna be a pop star, but I was like, but everybody comes up here. This is like deep stuff. It is beautiful, and I'm so entranced. I love it so much. Thank you for sharing that with us. Entree, any thoughts?
That was great. Once again, singing original music at your age is very, is scary, right? So,
Yeah.
yeah, like singing original music and doing it with a guitar at your age is crazy.
For real.
I would say I really like the, I wish I had I feel like that's the oomph right there. If you were to use that as the hook, like that is that's the part right there where I feel like you should repeat as the hook.
Yeah, that was the first line that I came up for the song.
Okay, so yeah, use that. Like study. Let me think of somebody. No, I like Chainsmokers, but somebody. Sabrina Carpenter. No. Who was before Sabrina Carpenter?
Taylor Swift?
Who they push out before? Olivia Rodrigo.
Oh, Olivia Rodrigo. There we go. Yeah.
Like the way she structured her hooks.
Yeah.
Studied that, and I like what you already have the words. So now it's about structure and what will people remember? Because I did remember that line, and I wish you would have put emphasis on that.
Okay, yeah.
So yeah, that was dope.
That's a great piece of advice. Because also, yeah, we want to think about when we're doing these things too. Is like, how can I take something that's definitely working and just expand upon it? You know what I mean? And if you're trying to write things that are memorable, what can the audience take away from? If they don't remember my name, if they don't remember the name of the song, can they remember that part? So I think that's a really smart piece of advice as well. Just beautiful, like everything that was said. I can't imagine enough. Like I have a very difficult time playing guitar and singing simultaneously. Like it's amazing. I do wonder, so you know like the chords you're playing and everything?
Yeah.
You know you're in A?
Yeah.
Okay. I would love it if you ever had time to maybe sit at a piano. Do you have a keyboard or access to something?
I do have a keyboard, but it's really out of tune.
That's okay. Something in tune arts. If you ever get time to get in one of the practice rooms, or just play out the chords, like the notes and the scale. And I would love it if you can sing the notes of the song as you're playing your song.
Okay.
But having a source that's like, this is the pitch, this is me, and then you're following along. Because it still fits over the chords you're playing. And then really honing in on that, and then going from that, like do that like 4 times in a row.
Yeah.
But playing your chord progressions from the verses. And then after you're done, and then having that tonal center is only going to transfer over to your melody even more. So then you're going to have all the intonation that you need.
Yeah.
So that will probably be like a really definitive good practice point for you, but it's definitely there. And I think, like you said, like the structure, the lyric, I was already entranced just from the entire performance in general. Not for real, it was beautiful. So yeah, I would love to hear it again. If you want to come back or share anything else you're working on, you guys are always encouraged to share your original works or covers or anything of that nature. This is definitely the space, and you are now a part of the Musical Lab fam. So thank you very much. If you have any socials that you might want to share, feel free to do so.
Yeah. What's my Instagram is Stormy Wormy, except all the O's are zeros and there's an underscore. And I think I have a YouTube channel and I think it's the same thing, but I also could be wrong. I don't know.
Are we gonna see this video up there of this song maybe one day too?
Yeah, maybe.
Okay. You guys make sure you please capture socials and just trade phones. That's all I do. Give me your phone. Give me your phone. Let's type it in and let's give it to you again. Give it one more time for Storm. I was sitting there, you trying to find the artist. They're like, who came before Sabrina Carpenter? Taylor Swift. Like, that's all.
You know they push out one at a time.
They do. Only one can exist in life, right? Am I right? Because now we're in the Sabrina Carpenter timeline, apparently. It's not true, by the way. Please do your own thing. But mainstream music is crazy. It is a scary place to exist. I'm actually going to switch the order. Just because I think that this will be really dope and impactful. This person is not a stranger to this. I just love when we have our return folks coming through. And they're going to be rapping an original song for us. So you guys, please give it up for Music Lab fam, CJ Clay. Come on down. Come on down. Did you put this here for the... Okay, what's going on with this one? Okay, I got you. I had to pull an audible. What's good there?
Hola.
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
I know you speak Spanish.
Un poquito.
I speak a little stuff.
He said, yeah. He's a Reaper Dirty. So CJ is not a stranger to me, but for anybody out there who's here for the first time or watching at home, please give a little bit of your background, name, age, school, musical stuff, and what you're going to be doing today.
What's up, y'all? How y'all feeling? Oh wow, y'all gonna do me like that. How y'all feeling? There we go. Okay, my name is CJ Clay. I go to Bayview High School. And my background is I started making music around last year for real. But when I started getting into music when I was 8 years old, I started beatboxing. You killed it up here. And that's really all it took for me. I started listening to music. My favorite artist was Chris Brown when I was younger.
Okay, yeah.
Some people say I look like him. Yeah, stuff like that. And
Was that my wife?
Yes, it is. She's a Chris Brown fan. You didn't know. Go ahead. So what are you gonna be doing for us today?
I want y'all to hear me out on this song. I'm telling I don't know. It's like, it's motivational.
Mm-hmm.
I got a message behind it too, but it's also depressing and sad.
Hey, some of the best music comes out of those times. Just read the whole album about it. So I'm excited to hear you guys. Please give it up for CJ Clay.
Yeah, I ain't the type to talk about my love, but it's depressed without you showing up like my dad did. At least he take care of my brothers and my sisters up on his side. I be acting like my dad did, but if he was, I ain't showing up to the funeral, cause I don't think he really cared. Yeah, for real. The places we done rose from only feel depression. I be feeling like I'm gone, son. I hope I have a son and a daughter I can really be there for. Even though we on the tough road, and it's okay to cry. When I was little, I was really fighting demons. I was cursed. Growing up, I never thought this pain would ever be this worse. But I'm never letting up. I see them demons to this day. And my father never knew. He never had the guts to call himself for one time. But that's when I was only 10. He asked me, can I visit? I said, yeah. Said to say it was the worst. He married a woman that I really didn't like. But I treated her like she family. I guess I taught my so-called dad a lesson, and he really seen the man in me. I see them black holes in them shadows where them demons pick their head out. They feeding off your fear, they only want you put your head down. I see you like that play that soccer, see your son was keeping up, but you don't like to keep your sons. Yeah. And I try my best, keep you close. See, I get it now. It was never really in my life. But I want you to know I'm the man you expected me to be. The places we didn't rose from only feel depression. I be feeling like I'm gone, son. I hope I have a son and a daughter I can really be the foe. Even though we on the tough road, and it's okay to cry. When I was little, I was really fighting demons. I was cursed. Growing up, I never thought this pain would really be this worse. But I'm never letting up. I see them demons to this day. And my father never knew. He never had the guts to call himself for one time and hope it never fall. Please tell me who you call. I've been battling these things with this dream, but I'm hoping that you'll fall. Disconnected from my thoughts. We've been dealing with this loss. I feel so suicidal. I guess I blame it for the cost. I'm hallucinating how my heart is really falling. One day will it be alright when we go our separate way? Knowing that we keep a smile, but in our head we deal with pain. If depression was a crime, I swear I'd be in chains like they never been enslaved. Everything that's up and changed. You know that this time will never stop. Will somebody stop the clock and reverse the times when we was playing on our lines? Oh Lord, that was a good time. At least we had a smile up on our face, and our family really family. Now we so spaced out now. I've been staring at the clouds, wonder when they coming down. I think depression is my smile. I think depression is my smile. Yes, I did my best to keep you close, but you just keep fading away. Yes, I did my best just to love you the most, but you keep on fading away. The places we didn't rose from only feel depression. I be feeling like I'm gone, son. I hope I have a son and a daughter I can really be there for. Even though we on a tough road, and it's okay to cry. When I was little, I was really fighting demons. I was cursed. Growing up, I never thought this pain would really be this worse. But I'm never letting up. I see them demons to this day, and my father never knew. He never had the guts to call. So for one time, for real.
Oh.
I'm a Black Panther today, y'all.
Well, I have many things to say, but my Trey.
Yeah, that was fire. That was dope, man. Was that a sample on the hook or somebody was singing?
Yeah, that was a simple.
Oh, okay. But that was dope, man. I really have nothing to say. Like, he performed well. He engaged with the audience. But yeah, man, that was dope. I'm gonna sign you right now.
Nah, let me know.
Secrets house. I'm actually just counting talent. Look at that.
But yeah, that was dope, man.
I love it.
Nice. Yeah.
Thank you.
So one of the things that has always impressed me about you, sir, is one, you are also not a one-dimensional person. I was gonna say that specifically this. Like, this is one of the first stuff you get on the stage and start doing. But I love the fact that you found ways to incorporate every ounce of your personality into any kind of performance you're doing, whether it's rapping, whether it's singing, whether it's something that's emotive like this, whether it's something that's a turn-up situation. You have a really great gauge of reading the audience, reading the room, and adjusting and just putting yourself in it. And it's always authentic. I love it that much. You guys also should know CJ was also one of our recent Summerfest performers this past summer. Yep, with our collaboration with American Family Insurance. So not only is he talented, but his entire family is too, because his sisters came up there, Brooklyn and Mariah, and came and got into a I know we'll probably see them again sometime this season. But anytime you see the name CJ Clay pop up anywhere, just know you're about to get a very specific level of that. Okay? And you also in another little creative collaboration project too right now, aren't you?
Yeah.
What's it called?
True for a nation.
I'm looking out for this, and y'all better come to lab, okay? I keep up with everything all of my.
Hey, they was tired. It was school.
No, you're fine. You're fine. So I love it when our lab kids do things outside of lab as well, and he and some other folks, they formed a boy band, a group, a singing group.
We not a band.
A singing group called True Formation. And they have their own social presence. They already have a couple of singles out that have been released this summer. And hopefully sometime throughout this school year, we'll get to hear them in person. I'm trying to get my B2K on, okay?
Oh my God, everybody keeps saying it.
It's a compliment, trust me.
I know it's a compliment for sure, but like, dang, everybody saying B2K.
I'm telling you,
like, come on,
lean
now.
into it. Because the people who understand what that is will get what y'all are doing. So they'll be able to differentiate, obviously.
And we the type of people who bring your mama on stage, so watch out.
Hey, listen. So, CJ, you also perform a lot on your own. You're involved with your movement KE, and you do your own individual things. Where can our friends follow you to keep up with everything you got going on musically?
Y'all can follow me on Instagram at CJ_Clay.
With his 2 Y's, correct?
2 Y's.
2 Y's. And also, he's here in the flesh, so come and holler at him and make sure you got straight information. You might find, listen, I want to see something happen between this right here. We got a beatboxing background.
Oh yeah, for sure.
We got the rap, so I love this, okay? You guys, give it one more time for CJ Clay. Me gusta. Me gusta a lot. I love it. Oh my goodness. All right, we are down to the final act. It's the final countdown. Our final act is also familiar to the stage, and I think they're also going to be doing something they were doing this summer, which we'll talk about in a little bit. I don't want you to get situated. I did switch it around. You guys, please give it up for the incomparable Oliver and Aaron. Is this right? Oliver and Aaron Roll and co-op? Why did I wrote that down? Oliver and Aaron, guys. Give it up one more time. Give it up for you guys. Come on down. AKA Room 101. Woo! Yes, sir. It's the final countdown. Listen, I can't think of anything else to sing. I wanna be the very best. No one ever was. In the world, you must be bad. Get your mark. You teach me, and I'll teach you. Y'all, come on! Everybody get into it, y'all! Come on! I love it. Oh, let me do this back. Awesome. I love musical spontaneity. How you doing? Cool. I'm gonna actually come over here in case you want to say something too. You guys go ahead and tell our audience your names, grades, musical background, and what you're gonna be doing for us today.
My name's Oliver. I'm 10th grade. I've been doing that, yeah.
I'm Erin. I'm in 9th grade, and I've been playing drums for like 6 years.
Wow. So none of these are novices. No amateurs on this stage at this point in time. I love it.
We did a summer fest a couple months ago, and we were trying to learn to do a song for this, so we practiced 4 hours today, trying to pick out the song, and hopefully we got it down pretty good.
Listen, oh my God, what's the name of the song you're gonna play today?
The Bronze.
By Queens of the Stone Age.
Oh wow. You guys are about to be in for a real treat. And the name of this group between Aaron and Oliver is Room 101! see that some practice and some seasoning has definitely taken place. I feel like you guys are honing in even more on your like internal rhythm with one another.
Yeah.
Because I know that it's really hard to stay on pace. You know what I mean? When you got two independent things happening, I don't feel like there was rarely a moment for me where I felt like it ever like truly got off time, or like even when you were going between your riffs and going back to the lines and singing, like I think that you guys have done a really good job of just getting that tight. So wonderful. I can see why you made it to Summerfest. That is amazing. Congratulations on that, by the way. That is awesome. And then what is also meant to ask, because I saw the name announcement and I don't remember, what is Room 101 about? Where's the inspiration from?
It comes from the book 1984. It's one of the scenes where he goes into a room. It's called Room 101.
It's the torture chamber.
Yeah.
Oh, this is some deep stuff happening.
1984 is happening right now, actually.
Listen. I love it, and I love the fact that you have such vast depth behind the meaning of that. It would be fun if there's some way you can incorporate in your music acts something that explains that to the naked ear or audience. I had no idea the basic knowledge about that, but if there's something your audience can take away from knowing, oh, this is Room 101, and this is why. Or just, I'm sure you probably have ways of, hey, we're Room 101. You know what I'm saying? Like, just making sure they have that strong takeaway would be really, really dope, so they know who, if they ever see that name pop up, that this is what they're gonna get. Cool. What's next for you guys? You got any more performances scheduled or planning?
Not scheduled, but I don't know. We'll see what we can do. I guess we could try the original one. We haven't tried it yet, but I feel like it'd be fun to try and make it.
Well, I tell you what, this is the perfect space for you to try out anything that's a draft, or you're just trying to work the kinks out. The stage is yours. You guys are welcome to it. Do you have any socials that you want us to share?
Room 101 MKE.
Okay, Room 101 MKE. Is that on all platforms or just Instagram?
It's, I think, just Instagram.
Okay, and that's the primary one you guys want us to follow?
Yeah.
Okay, dope. I'm excited to keep following. We're gonna see you guys here throughout the rest of the school year as well. You guys, please give it up one more time for Room 101. Listen, this has been an amazing season 9 kickoff, and as we get ready to close, I want to make sure that we take time to go to our raffle. As I mentioned in the beginning, we have our wonderful pieces of Music Lab gear for some people to take home with them, including our t-shirt and our very special hoodie. Let's see who the first one's going to. Drum roll on the thighs, please. I am horrible at reading. I don't know if you have one already. I feel like you do. Raul, you got a t-shirt? Okay, congratulations, you got one now. All right. Next t-shirt, please. Drum roll on the thighs. Oh my God, it's a picture. It's a brand. Okay, hold on. I don't know. I'm looking at animated objects. Hold on. Nate, do you have a t-shirt?
No.
Congratulations, you got one now. Woo! And finally, last but not least, drum roll please for the hoodie. Manny Cordero, congratulations! I mean, the next time you want things, we're gonna have you in the hoodie. You know, I love it. You guys, please make sure that you stay tuned. This is just the beginning. This is only the first of an entire school year's worth of lab. Our next session is going to be on Friday, October 24th. We're going to have another guest. We're going to have even more amazing student acts up here showing you their art, so please make sure you stay tuned. Did this program cost you anything? Absolutely not. It was free $99 to get in, and it's going to remain that way as long as we have your word to spread. Tell your friends. Come on down. Fill out those surveys you guys have. Make sure you place them in the table in the front. And also want to make sure that we lock in with our supporters who make this possible, including Hyphen, a Radio Milwaukee station, American Family Insurance, Daniel M. Sorf Charitable Trust, Marcus Corporation Foundation, Ralph F. Rude Foundation, We Energies Corporation, NPS Partnership for the Arts and Humanities, community partners like Ronald Reagan High School, Milwaukee High School of the Arts, Peak Initiative, Running Rebels Community Organization, and Girls Rock MKE. Special thanks again to Ian's Pizza for providing us with food. Shout outs again to A-Biz on the ones and twos, Hyphen's music director out there DJing for us. Shout out to the team from Visionary Studios for the live stream. And of course, a special shout out to our special guest, MNTRY, for a wonderful guest appearance. the info, sign-ups, open mic, regular attendance, everything is at gwmusiclab.com. I am Be Free. You guys have a wonderful night. Yeah, get to it now. So everybody, before you move, I need every single human being to mosey up onto the stage so we can take a group picture. Because if anything our surveys help, we want to